reason why men are opting out of marriage, opting out of relationships, out of commitment, and out of having children with modern women is because there is no incentive. There is no incentive in 2023 for a man to invest anything into a woman outside of pleasure, outside of having a woman's presence up under you from time to time. But most men have caught on. We have quantified everything. We've quantified the atom. We have quantified physics. We have quantified politics. We have quantified laws. We have quantified society. And just like we do everything, in 2023, men have already quantified women. When I say already, means that the voice is out there, the word is out there. Now, men have no brotherhood collectively. We break off in sections. So there will always be men who are just entering the dating game who desperately want a woman, and he will put up with anything. And he has to learn through experience. We have the group of men who are married men. They love being married. They wish everybody was married. So they're only going to preach marriage and starting a family and being a husband. You have men who don't care about women and they want to be players. They want to encourage every man to sleep with as many women as possible. You have men who are what they call in red pill rage, which I don't like the red pill, but it's there. It's a real thing that men are angry at women. You have men that are going their own way. And all of us collectively have our own thing going on, but the word is out on the game that is being played in the West against men. Also the game worldwide that women play on men, but for the most part, we're talking about Western society, living in America, living in Europe and things like that. Men have figured out that they could lose everything by having too many kids by a woman, multiple women. They could lose everything by getting married, and eventually you can almost bank on a woman leaving and taking half, or you having to pay alimony, which is a small percentage, but it's still there. I know men who pay alimony, a couple men actually. And it is a hard road for us to date women in 2023. So men have decided to opt out of it. We give women just enough to hang on so that we can enjoy pleasure with them. For some of the guys like me, we're honest. I'll tell a woman straight up, I don't want a relationship. But I'll be semi-exclusive to you because I don't believe in sleeping around anymore. I'm 37 years old. I don't have time to be sleeping with 4 and 5 women because that comes with its own set of problems. Money and other dudes that she has in her sphere that get angry because you're dealing with her and stuff like that. The jealousy, the rage that certain men still have because another man is dealing with a woman who he likes or he feels he's with. And men get territorial when he doesn't realize she's not yours. It's just your turn, you know? She doesn't belong to you. So men are opting out of relationships. I have one child, one son, and dealing with that is difficult enough. You think I'm going to add 4 and 5 more kids to that? As much as I would love to have children, it is a liability to me and my future right now to have any more children. I would have to be making at least $200,000-$300,000 a year to do it. I'm a truck driver. I make damn good money. But to set myself up for even more of a financial hit, I'm not going to do it because of the liability risk. And women are very meticulous about things. Men, we care about the overall picture, but women care about detail. This is why women always bring up the outliers to a relationship. They believe in what ifs. They believe in things aren't always going to go exactly like this. You're not always going to be on child support. You're not always going to have a bad situation. You're not always going to have a bad marriage. You're not always going to get divorced. But men, we look at the overall picture. That 50% of marriages end in divorce, and that women file the majority of it, 80% of it, matter of fact. Women are concerned about the details. Why did she leave? What's the reason she put you on child support? They care about detailed things, whereas where men, we care about the overall picture. It doesn't matter that It doesn't matter why she put me on child support or why she divorced me. It's the fact that you're getting divorced. It's the fact that you're putting me on child support. So why would I even bother being in a relationship with you? Why would I even bother in a situation where I could lose a lot? Women don't care. Like I told you before in the other video, women don't respect a man's money and resources because it's all available to her. She has so many men willing to give it to her that taking yours means nothing. Just another guy. But to us, our resources are everything because it hinges off a man providing. And you take away my ability to provide like I would normally have before the divorce or before child support. So we do a risk assessment. We have quantified how women deal with us in relationships, and men are opting out. So if any woman wants to know why this is happening, it's because men, we did a data analysis, a risk assessment, and we're not going to take a losing bet. I don't care how the specific is with you as a woman, to date any of you is a losing bet based on the odds. I don't care why you're divorcing or why you're doing child support or why you're taking men's resources, because each situation is different. I get it. And you may be different, but it does not matter when the overall outcome will be most likely I'm going to wind up on child support. I'm going to wind up divorced. I'm going to wind up giving up my resources and not being able to provide for myself properly because I am giving a portion of my income to a woman who I'm no longer with. So if you ever want to know why the dating scene is down and men aren't approaching and men aren't making that much investment or commitments, it's because you are a high risk. It does not matter the specifics. Women are a high risk to enter into a relationship with. That's point blank. Change the way y'all deal with things and you'll get a better outcome with men. Of course, men, we have to change, but there's no need for us to change if we don't see any change in you all. Here's what it is.